Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope you lot are alive. You should be, because I think the adrenaline towards the end of that game definitely woke everyone up. I'm tired. This football club, man, this football club is just... The roller coasters are crazy. Today is an example as to why it's evident that being a Chelsea supporter comes with a health insurance. This is why. It's games like today. How is it that you end up going down, and then we come out the second half, we're alive for 5 minutes, we get the equaliser, we're awake, and then it all plummets. And then with 5 minutes remaining, boom, 2 goals. It's just this football club, it's crazy. It is crazy. Because over the course of 90 minutes, look, that definitely was not pretty. 100%. 100%. And not even not pretty as in we got dominated. We didn't. It was just dead. We nearly fell asleep. It was flat. Except for the first 5 minutes of the second half and the last 5 minutes of the second half. That's it. Where the goals came in. Apart from that, everything else was just flat. But because of that, and because it finished 3-1, I'll take it. As I said, I'm tired. And at the end of the day, look, this was a game where, and you know what, I think it's ironic. I think with the way that the game actually went, we still ended up managing to win 3-1. Cements the point that this game was a must-win anyway, man. This game was a game that we just should be winning no matter what, right? We didn't play well, right? But we got the goals and we won 3-1. Is a clear example as to why, even like I said, even if we lost to Villa, which we didn't, but even if we had lost to Villa and we got knocked out, I'd be looking at this game and thinking, nah, this is a game where we're winning, surely. And it kind of proved itself why. Palace, to be fair to Palace, structurally, they were good. There was nothing too complicated about the way they were set up, but they had bodies in midfield and they just closed the lines and they were just like, go on then, come at us. And we just did not have any idea. None. Which is why towards the end of the game, I think we were all basically thinking, yeah, this is finishing 1-1. But in typical Chelsea fashion, whether for bad or for good, the surprise comes out of somewhere and you just don't know where. Because if you had said at minute 91 or whatever it was that this game was going to finish 3-1, you could slap the other person in the face and say you're crazy. But it did. Finished 3-1. Crazy scenes. Unbelievable. Absolute limbs. But I do want to pinpoint something. Because the goals that we'd scored, the first and the second specifically, came from areas where we were cutting in from the right-hand side, if I'm not mistaken, passing low onto the edge of the box, and Gallagher is there. Time and time again, throughout that entire game, we were crossing, and I'm just like, what's going on? Well, there's nothing to cross to. We're poor in the end, there's nothing to cross into, what are we doing? As I said, the way that we were moving was just flat. Slow, no movement, except for moments. And it was those moments that got us over the line. So I'm surprised that we didn't actually go down the avenue of being able to try and play the ball low. Instead of spamming crosses, actually try and work the ball into the box from the sides, right? Whether it's Gusto, whether it's Chilwell or whoever, but take the ball into the box from the side and lay it off for someone, because it was looking like on the edge of the box, Palace were leaving themselves exposed in that area. We did manage to get Gallagher on the edge of the box twice, and he scored twice. So he slotted 2 and very, very nicely slotted goals. Fair play to him, despite not his greatest performance. I advocated at half-time that he probably should have been taken off, because I would have brought on a little bit more creativity, probably had Nkunku in the 10 to try and add something there. It's a good thing, I guess, we didn't do that, because Gallagher's the one that was on the edge and managed to score twice. So this is the thing. You always think with Chelsea, you think one thing and then they give you something else. If you think that you're going to get a very straightforward win, you're going to get a loss. If you think that you're going to get the craziest loss, they scrape a win. If you have absolutely no hope, they give you performance of the season. If you expect performance of the season, they give you, Jigglypuff times, and you're just going to fall to sleep. Chelsea does the contradiction of whatever you expect. That's the rule that we've learned. So, and that changes throughout 90 minutes. You have one emotion, they give you something else. Then you shift, and then they give you the other extreme. And then it shifts again. And they keep doing that over and over again. Bonkers. This Chelsea team is broken. Mission failed successfully. Today, mission failed successfully. So, I'll take it. And I'll take this because, look, we're desperate. We've got Man City next. That is why I will take this result. Because if we hadn't got a win today, I would have said that was a disaster. I would have come on here on violence. Because there is just absolutely no excuse to not pick up 3 points today. And the manner that we played and the way we got the win cements that. It just goes to show. Palace are not good. The fact it went on the way it did is actually pretty crazy. Palace are not good. Respectfully. They had moments. And I think their setup was actually efficient for most part of the game, but not enough. And that's all they got. That's all they had. They didn't have anything else. Which is why I was saying, listen, we have to win this game. And we did. But on top of that, because of the lineup that we have coming up, we have Man City next. We've got Brentford away in the league. We've got the Cup final and the FA Cup after that, of course. Then we've got Brentford away, Newcastle at home, Arsenal away. We had to win today. We had to, and we did. So I will take it. This is the one time where, crazily enough, in a game where I think we should have won anyway, and we did. But the circumstances we done it, this is the one time that I'm going to come and say, yeah, you know what, I'll take it, screw it. And it kind of cements, unfortunately, that perhaps the Aston Villa win, in the manner that we played, was a one-off. Maybe more reflective on Aston Villa, perhaps. This is what Chelsea does to you. Chelsea start getting you thinking of all the extremes and start making you think of, maybe it was that, maybe it's not this, maybe it's this, maybe it's not that. Like, it's just, this club has brains getting mushed. It's just unreal. There's no club like Chelsea. And at the end of the day, this is also part of the reason why we love this club, I guess. The emotions that comes with being a fan of this football club is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, look, overall, I don't even have any standout performers because, like I said, we didn't play well. Gallagher deserves credit for the 2 goals, even in what I would have deemed a bad performance for him overall, but he scored 2, so fair play to him overall, fantastic. Who else am I picking out here? Everyone was flat. Petrovic, fair play Petrovic, again. Silva came off injured. Gusto came off with a problem. Cole came off limping. So there's that. The midfield was flat. The wings were blank. Nothing was really happening. Cole Palmer, I think you could say, was half decent. And he got 2 assists, if I'm not mistaken. There's nothing else to really say. And the third goal, obviously, on the break. Palmer giving the ball into Enzo. Enzo managing to find himself in behind and, sending the defender on his backside, literally. Staying on the ground. Slots it into the top corner. Happy days. 3-1 on the night. So, like I said, this is not going to be a very detailed review because the game was just so flat. We were all falling asleep. But the first 5 minutes of the second half, great. We come out the blocks, firing, got the equaliser. Last 5 minutes of the second half, fantastic. We scored twice when we didn't even expect one. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Overall thoughts on this game and this fixture and the way that it's done. I'm just happy that we got the win because, like I said, we got Man City next. And I don't feel like there's much expectation going into that game, if we're being completely honest. So we needed to win today, and we did. Not pretty, but we won. I do want to say one thing. I didn't give credit enough to the in the Aston Villa review. I only did after. but I want to do it today as well because I feel like today is definitely deserved. The Chelsea fans that attended Selhurst Park, mate. The away crowd, the Chelsea away end, absolute kudos to you lot, man. You lot show up every single time. And honestly, very, very loud. Tons of ambience. Singing Three Little Birds back at Palace the moment we score each time. It's just, yeah. The fans, you lot showed up today. So if it wasn't for the fans, I think we would have fallen asleep. At least they had something to sing and we were, listening in on that. But overall, we've won. We've taken 3 points. Happy days. That's all we need right now. And we move to Man City. I'll see you tomorrow on the review on another video. Make sure you're here for that. Not the review. The review for the City game will come after the City game. But I will catch all of you tomorrow on a brand new one. So thank you all so much for watching. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. It's much appreciated. I'll catch all of you tomorrow. In a bit, people. Thank you for watching. Take care and peace.